than Champions League final day. Fans are beginning to pour into the stadium and the tension is palpable. It's Manchester United. They face Bayern Munich and it's live next on EA TV. Well, excitement in the air. We've all known about this date for a long time, and the stage is set in the Spanish capital for the UEFA Champions League final. Hello everyone, I'm Derek Ray. I'm joined for commentary as always on these big occasions by Lee Dixon, and we're approaching kick-off time here at the Estadio Metropolitano. It is Manchester United up against Bayern Munich.
Well, I'm so excited for everybody, the fans, everybody connected to both clubs. But it's the players I'm so excited for. I've never actually played in a Champions League final, but played in other finals. I know what they're feeling. We can see the nerves already starting to jangle. How do you cope with those nerves, Derek? How do you settle yourself down before what's going to become probably the biggest game of your career?
Here's the lineup for Manchester United. Rafael Varane plays alongside Harry Maguire in central defence. And beginning the game up front today, Anthony Martial. And so the starting 11 for Bayern. Manuel Neuer stands between the posts. John Stones plays alongside Matthias Ginter in central defence. Serge Gnabry plays with Leroy Sané in the wide positions. And leading the attack today is the lethal Robert Lewandowski. And they're underway now in the Champions League final. We're about to find out which team is the best in Europe. Shaw. Harry Maguire now. Wan-Bissaka. Onto De Jong. Leon Goretzka. And Martial. Well, you know, most teams have a preferred way of playing. The visitors do like to press high. They try to force errors. Lee, do you anticipate seeing that from them in this game?
Yeah, I do, Derek, I really do. It's a brave way of playing, though, away from home. It just shows the confidence the coach has in this group of players.
Well, he likes to run at them. Not a particularly strong challenge. Gnabry. United have it once again. He has very much been the talk of the town, going, well, it could be on for him here. Can he finish? Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
He could pick out a teammate. De Jong. Still passing it around with authority. Bruno Fernandes. Martial. Wan-Bissaka. They really look after the ball when they have it. Martial. And a goal for Manchester United. They've opened the scoring in the Champions League final.
Oh, it's a fantastic moment. Absolutely fantastic. And here it is again. It's a great team passing move to set up the chance. And it's all about the time he allows himself by being patient, waiting for the ball to drop, and then volleying with such precision.
Well, Bayern restart the game. A wake-up call for them, perhaps. Sané. And the ball with Alphonso Davies. Toni Kroos. Joshua Kimmich. And a good-looking ball. And the flag has gone up. Offside.
Una gorra verde y amarilla.
Wan-Bissaka. And over the touchline for what will be a Bayern throw-in. Promising sequence. Sané. Oscar. Can he finish? This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them.
Well, here's the replay. It comes off the keeper, and he's every right to ask where his defenders are. They were second to react, and he's in the back of the net.
Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece.
Con el 7, Gnabry.
Frankie de Jong. Onto Goretzka. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Dembele. Martial. Lewandowski. It's with Oscar. Good pass. Serge Gnabry. Wijnaldum. Onto Oscar. Making progress. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. Wijnaldum. Sané in the middle. And the defender takes care of business. Frankie de Jong. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. And space available inside. Rashford. Can he put them in front? Well, it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Well, he's done really well with his angles there. Good reactions too.
Played into the centre of the box. The first half story has been told then here at the Estadio Metropolitano. Into the second half then, in this battle for Champions League glory. Serge Gnabry. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Lewandowski. Lewandowski. And ready for it is Leroy Sané. Suffice it to say, his edge is blunt. Poor effort.
Well, he got a lot right there, but he got one thing wrong, and that was the finish. Well, we can see the stats. They don't lie. They haven't created enough chances today, but the quality in the end should pull them through in this game. Been frustrating for the fans, though.
Patient build-up at the moment. Bruno Fernandes. Martial. And with that, they take the lead.
Well, just look at the celebrations, Derek. The fans are starting to believe it's theirs. Well, it's just great play, Derek. The movement off the ball is key. So many options for the passer to choose from. Lovely goal.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. After falling behind, the onus is on Bayern to come up with a response.
Estalla la grada. Con el 9, Martial.
Toni Kroos. Sané. Oscar. Good work to win the ball back by United. Anthony Martial. Intelligent threaded pass here. No-nonsense clearance. A foul, but advantage Bayern. And there to intervene. Far from a good pass. Can they hit on the break? And an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere. It's a fine United move in the making. De Jong. On to Bruno Fernandes. And by a wafer-thin margin, offside. Good officiating, waiting for... the play to stop, and now going back to caution him.
En el Manchester United.
And United will switch things around personnel-wise.
14, Dembélé. Entrará en el terreno de juego con el 16, Ronaldo.
Wijnaldum. And space for Bayern in the wide position. Oh, a fine block. And Varane foiling them. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. And players waiting in the centre. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Corner kick to Bayern Munich. What can they do with it? And over comes the corner. And an effective clearance. Stones. Alphonso Davies. It's with Oscar. And with that, the attack fizzles out. A free kick decision going the way of Bayern. He's been admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk something of a tightrope.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him off there. No yellow card, but certainly knows what the referee's thinking.
Taking care of business defensively here. It needs an accurate cross. I'm sure, you know, he wishes he could have that header back.
Well, in that position, you should think he's going to score, but it's really a poor effort with his head.
Rafael Varane. Couldn't keep it. Bayern late in the game, battling against the clock and the scoreline. High quality defending. Breaking at pace. In with a chance. Rashford! In it goes! And surely that's the end of the story. They cannot throw it away from here.
Well, let's look at this again. Magical football on the break. Surprise is the key, and the pressure comes as he knew it would, but it's the strength that impresses me. It's a great goal in the end. Well, enjoy the good days as a coach. It could be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here.
¡Vamos, gente! ¡Arriba esas manos que han marcado los vuestros!
Inside the final 2 minutes of this contest.
Marcus Rashford.
Oscar. Miguel. Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. Lewandowski. Well, racing away here. Spot on with that tackle. Well, they've won the ball back quickly. Oscar. Leon Goretzka. And now the whistle they all wanted to hear. Manchester United have painted the Champions League red. Losers and winners. The story here. United have done it.
Well, arguably the biggest club side in the world, win the biggest club competition in the world. A great team effort. This really is a team effort. From 1 to 11, every one of them have done their job tonight.
It's a proud moment for any footballer, and they know what's about to occur. The presentation of old Big Ears, Lee.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that's a very nice title for that trophy. It's a brilliant trophy, and the captain now is going to get possibly the best moment of his career, the chance to lift the Champions League.
Manchester United have the cup.
The feelings that these players get now might never be repeated again. Enjoy every moment.
And this is really special, getting to celebrate in front of your own fans, Lee.
Well, it's giving something back. These fans have travelled all over the place following their team. Now they get to join in the celebrations, go into the crowd and give them the cup. That's what I say.
Well, then it might never find its way to the trophy cabinet, Lee. And now the players get to relax a bit and enjoy having the pictures taken.
Well, you know exactly where I'd be sitting in that photo, don't you, Derek?
I think I've heard it before, Lee.
Straight at the front.
And they're underway now in the Champions League final. We're about to find out which team is... They really look after the ball.